Welcome back everyone, first video of the Assault Mechs, and yeah, we're going to start with the Awesome. The clue is in the name. Definitely one of my favourite mechs in all of Battletech. Further proof, Adam Steiner used it in the cartoon series, check that out, although the quality will be shit on YouTube. It's an amazing mech, it's so simple. Just 3 ER PPCs and a shitload of heat sinks. This mech originally was kind of gimped by PGI because of the heat issues, and a lot of people didn't really run it with the PPC builds, and they added these quirks that gave the Awesome chassis a huge buff basically to getting rid of energy weapon heat, and now the mech is phenomenally good. Is it still fucking wide? Yes. It's incredibly easy target. One of these things come barreling down on you, yes, you probably are going to have an easy time picking off its torsos. It's not the point in the Awesome. The Awesome is a fire platform. It sits near the back of a fight, and it just picks targets off one at a time. And you know, you can fire all 3 PPCs. Although yeah, this is on a cold map. You can fire all 3. You'll still go up quite high in heat because of the ghost heat situation. But with the quirk that allows it to get rid of its excess heat very quickly, you don't have to worry too much. You can actually use this as it was intended. I kind of hope PGI do more of this. These kind of unique quirks for different mechs as time goes on. But I mean, yeah, it's so good. I mean, the cockpit is huge on this mech. You see it when it boots up, and yeah, you just see it's like you've got a lot of comfortable space inside the Awesome to be able to you know, lounge. You've probably got a coffee maker in there somewhere. You know, it's like CD player. Yeah, well, probably a cassette player. This is a battle mech from the 80s after all. Yeah, this is Forest Colony Snow. Good map for ER PPC use. And yeah, it's a bit quiet at the moment, but the map is about to get pretty hairy. They try a tunnel rush. I think this gives a good impression of the benefits of the Awesome and just what it can do when it's given when you get that kind of perfect setup. Now, obviously the PPCs aren't the only way to run the Awesome. Obviously, if you don't like PPCs, you don't like the spotty hit detection with them sometimes, you can run it with a buttload of large lasers. The standard variant has plenty of energy slots. I think this one has 7. So you can run a shitload of medium pulses. You can run a bunch of large lasers. You can do a nice little mix. Popular version is I forget the designations, but there's one with a bunch of missiles. So you can run that as like quite an aggressive LRM boat, or you can run it as a splat version of the Awesome, which is I think 4 SRM6s. You can stick a big XL engine in there and you just run on targets and come very quick. There we go. Push out, 30 damage, and another 20 damage, and another, and there we go, direwolf down. Alright, granted there were 3 mechs shooting, but and you see I've fired about 7 or 8 PPC blasts at the moment, and I haven't shut down, I haven't overheated. Now in the past that would have happened. Even on a cold map, you would have easily shut down after 5 shots, but yeah, they've really made the Awesome so much fun to run now. Its drawbacks, as I mentioned earlier, it's wide, it's easily targeted. Shadowhawk for some reason back up into its face. So if you are going to run an XL engine, expect to die more often than not to get your left or right torso blown off. It's just a sad fact. It's got pretty decent armor from size. It's relatively quick even with a standard engine. Obviously, quirks help out. It's got plenty of room for heat sinks, double heat sinks. I would recommend going for doubles though on this mech. I would also recommend going to a fairly large standard if you can fit it. Something that'll give you a nice comfortable cruising speed. This speed tweak's running about 66, which isn't fastest, but for an assault mech it's not too bad. Despite having relatively chunky legs, I very rarely see an Awesome get legs, probably due to the large torsos. Low slung arm, right arm will always give you a bit of trouble, so make sure your position correctly when firing, and the other two are in the left and right torso, so there's no aiming with them as easily as the arm. Death from above, here we go. Boom. Boom. Cicada. Okay. Oh, and he's dead. Yeah, get down. You don't mess with the awesome. The awesome just fucking pummels you into submission. See, a lot of people are detractors of the awesome. They just clearly they don't know how to pilot these things. Because the awesome's amazing. It's like, come on, bring on the direwolf. Come on, I dare you. I'll take it on with like 5 or 6 friends, of course. But I'll take it on. Ow. Yeah, it's LRM fire. Yeah, so the pros of it, really good heat dissipation. Cons, it's as big as a barn. I would still recommend it. If you are an assault pilot who prefers more armour and DACA, this isn't your mech. If you are an assault pilot who just likes the weight class, just likes to have all that armour and, you know, stompy, you couldn't really go wrong with this mech. This and the Victor, both 80 tons, both relatively nimble, and do pretty good damage. This, I believe, was actually the second assault added to Mechwarrior Online as well. The Awesome is one of the oldest mechs in game. Not Battletech, as in Mechwarrior Online. So, it's been around for a while. It's just, unfortunately, it got much maligned in the early stages due to the size thing, but I honestly don't let that detract from what is essentially a fantastic mech to run. It's kind of cost efficient as well, because you don't have to worry too much about it compared to other assault mechs like Outlander or other stuff. And no ammo, don't have to worry about ammo explosions, at least. Unless you're running the LRM boat version. But even then, you can run the LR, but you're not going to be getting them close. But I love this mech. And there are other assaults that I really like. I really like the Banshee, really like the Battlemaster. But this, if I had to pick, you put a gun to my head and said that, I had to pick one, I'd pick the Awesome every single time. And I'm probably going to get people posting comments who are going to say, "Nah, the Awesome sucks," and yeah, you're welcome to that. But you're wrong, of course. The Awesome is, by definition, the best assault mech in the game. It's called the Awesome for a reason. This Jenna. Two large lasers on Jenna. Yeah, large lasers, guys. It must be hot. Anyway, this is about to wrap up. So, thanks again for watching. All comments, feedback's welcome if you like what I'm doing, subscribe. And yeah, have a good one, folks. I'll hopefully see you out there. And if you do see me in game, just say hi and blow my face off. I'm not very good at this game. Ooh, 2 kills, see, not bad.